What's going on, everyone, and welcome back to another edition of Action Sunday. And this week, I am looking at the Speed movies. Yeah, I decided to lump these two together for a double feature, so might as well get them done and out of the way, so that way I can talk about why one was revered and why one was so reviled. And of course, this also comes on the heels of what I talked about last week. This is also part of the the 20th Century Fox Secret Cinematic Universe, which I'm going to get to in further on into this review. So anyway, let's dive right in. So let's see, what can I say about Speed? It is essentially Die Hard on a bus for the first one, and essentially Die Hard on a cruise liner for the sequel. But of course, we're getting a little ahead of ourselves. So let's look at the first one. So what can I say about the first one? It's got a great plot, it's got a great premise, and it just all around just screams, "Oh wow, this is definitely great." And in my opinion, immortalized Dennis Hopper as a villain. So Dennis Hopper plays his name is Howard Payne, but this was really good filmmaking. Is that they don't reveal the name of the villain until much later into the movie. I felt like that was like that made me scratch my head first, but I realized, okay, that's a good little plot device. It's like, okay, they meet him at the beginning of the movie, but then but it doesn't reveal who he really is until much later into the movie. Keanu Reeves plays Jack Traven, a good the LAPD cop / SWAT member. And eventually, he after the attempted bomb threat at the beginning of the movie. So essentially, the bomber Howard Payne tries to get back at Jack Traven by saying this, and this is the part that really just made me go, oh shit, this is crazy. Where essentially says he's trying to say, okay, if you don't listen to my demands, I will blow up a bus. But here's the twist, okay, once the bus reaches 50 miles an hour, the bomb is armed. If it drops below 50 miles an hour, it goes up, the bomb will detonate. If anyone attempts to leave the bus, he will detonate the bomb. Jesus Christ! Wow, and it's just crazy to think about that. All he's trying to do to get his money, get his revenge, especially on Jack, and it just goes from there. And man, it's just absolutely nuts. But now I'm going to pause. So we got those two great characters. But now what about the other our lead character, and that is Sandra Bullock's character. Well, her name's Annie. She's part of the cast of characters on the bus with the bomb on it. So I feel like, okay. At first, when I first saw this movie, I felt like, okay, I thought she was just coming off as a ditz, but then I realized she really committed more to the plot, and she was trying to do everything she can to help, defuse this situation. No pun intended. And yeah, she does a really good job. She's like a good filter to Keanu Reeves' Jack Traven. It really works, and yeah, you can just sense the chemistry there. But then again, as you can definitely sense, okay, they're gonna hook up at the end of the movie, which, of course, spoilers ahead, they do. But of course, there is a line that she does quote at the end of the movie, and I want you to take that to mind. Okay, she says, "Usually, relationships under extreme conditions don't last long," or something along those lines. So yeah, that eventually happens at the end. And my goodness, really, this whole Speed movie is just great from beginning to end. And then you have the other story arc is, who the hell is this bomber? Where Jack Traven's partner Harry, played by Jeff Daniels, he's trying to get to the bomb of the bomber, and that's how we find out who the bomber is. And it's just really great. And so we go from the high speed chase on a bus to eventually to the great thrilling conclusion in a subway tunnel. It's just insane. And I love it. It does Die Hard abso-freaking-lutely. But now, what about its sequel? Okay, take everything that I said about Speed and just take all the good stuff out of it and just cut it out. And what you get is just a poor excuse for a movie. And of course, it's bad when Sandra Bullock actually said in an interview that it was the biggest piece of garbage she ever filmed. There's not a redeeming quality about Speed 2, okay? And furthermore, I would have been fine with just one Speed movie. That's it. And of course, here's the other thing that why Speed 2 fell flat is because, no Keanu Reeves, because apparently, according to sources, is that he turned it down. That way he can star in another movie, which was The Devil's Advocate, which is also an amazing movie. Go find that movie. Go watch that. And also to go on tour with his band, Dogstar, I believe was the name. Yeah, Dogstar. You got a little note here. But anyway, when the main character of that gets cut out, he's not coming back. But of course, that kind of works out anyway, because remember that line that I mentioned? Well, apparently Annie's character, she kicks Jack to the curb, and she's been dating this new guy played by Jason Patric. So yeah. If that name rings a bell, this is the same guy that was, or kid in The Lost Boys. Now he's all grown up, and boy, this is definitely this is his peak, and definitely you could show that Jason Patric was not a leading man. Like I heard Matthew McConaughey was considered for the role, but turned it down because of how shit of a script it was. That's some of the rumors I was told. But yeah, there's not redeeming quality about this. Willem Dafoe as the villain, I think that was the only good thing, was just him being zany and him just getting revenge. But yeah, but here's the thing: he's getting revenge for no reason. So okay, so he designed some of the stuff for the ship and he didn't deserve any credit, and that he was just kicked to the curb, he was fired. Or I remember the whole backstory of his character. I'm like, really? So that's his revenge? Come on! It's like he's got to get. So he's trying to say, okay, listen, I want to get revenge, but he's got a terrible excuse to do it. Why? We went from an immortalized villain in Howard Payne with Dennis Hopper, in my opinion, one of his best roles, and then we go from that to Willem Dafoe. Is just a zany guy, just with a really disgusting habit. I don't want to talk about that. It's part of the movie. If you want to see this crap fest of a sequel, it's just absolute garbage. There's not much else I can say about it, and most of these art characters are just wasted, or better yet, talent that was wasted in this movie. Not just in Sandra Bullock, and Willem Dafoe, but also Tamara Morrison. Yeah, Jango Fett was in this movie. Good Lord, no wonder why he's never had a promising career. So he went from this to the Star Wars prequels to frickin' the Marine 2, which, no honesty, I don't know. I'm still on mixed feelings on that one, but good Lord, seriously, avoid this Speed 2 cruise control thing at all costs. Besides Willem Dafoe's thing, there is one cool thing I did like about this movie. I don't want to give it away, but I'll just say right now. Okay, so the cruise liner loses control and crashes into a port, and Jesus Christ! But you can tell it's a faux cruise liner that they use. But get this, according to what I read, this was the most expensive stunt of the whole movie. But I was like, good Lord. That's the best thing about this movie, is just this really expensive stunt where a cruise liner just loses control and just crashes into a harbor and just absolutely destroys everything in its path. That's it. That's pretty much it. I remember seeing this, I was like, what the hell? And just saying, okay. But still, the ending is not worth watching any of this, okay? There's not redeeming quality about this movie. There's a reason why Speed 2 is listed on one of the worst sequels ever made. But yeah, this movie should never been existed, okay? So let's pretend that Speed 2 never existed and just look at the fact that Speed is the quintessential Die Hard on a bus movie that really so does Die Hard. Speed 2 doesn't, okay? So anyway, if I had to give both these movies a score, well, okay, so I'm going to give the Speed a 9. I'm going to give it a 9. I was originally going to give it an 8, but I'm going to give it a 9 because after so many rewatches, it's definitely I feel like it's definitely on par with the Die Hard franchise, and also it's also technically part of the 20th Century Fox Secret Cinematic Universe, which is the fact that there's the company that the bus, it's Pacific Courier, the same company that Hans Gruber's crew uses a truck to get into the Nakatomi Plaza. So yeah, there's that. Then they have the sister company in Die Hard with a Vengeance, the Atlantic Courier. So that's how they all fit into the cinematic universe. Okay, so that's pretty much it. But anyway, back to the scores. First one, 9. The sequel, I was originally not gonna give it a score, but I'm just gonna give it a flat out 2 because that's how bad it was. Well, except for that one redeemable stunt, that's pretty much it. Okay, so that's all I have for this evening, and let me know what you think. Go watch the first Speed if you can. Thumbs up the video, subscribe to my channel, stay tuned for some more awesome videos.